I think we all like the good old V12 engine, but you know, these cars, I think the hybrid cars for me are the most exciting cars I've ever driven. The car inside looks the same, it's the same seat, same position, it's all the same. It's really just when you start accelerating and then you feel like, okay, the same engine, it has a bit more fuel and the front torque is now unleashed basically, it's no more regulated. And then you just feel the acceleration and it's just never ending until you reach way above 300 kph. It's a bullet. To be honest, the lap in Spa, it did get physical, you know, driving there all day long, trying and testing this car. Vertically, we had like 4.5, 4.6 Gs. We produce quite a bit of downforce, and with this new front nose and the new rear wing, which has even got more downforce than on the original car. But I also prepared my neck for it. I trained my neck 2 months before I started, like in the old Formula 1 test driver days. Well, the first thing we have a driver manual. It's like 38 to 40 pages, and our engineers like to test us on Thursdays before race weekend. Each driver had to get in, and they tested us for up to half an hour, depending, with different questions. What do you do if? What is this button? So they pounded it into us. So in the end, it was just natural, you know, it's like learning a language, I guess, when you have to learn for the test all your French words or whatever. Yeah, so we start here. We have here up top, both sides, it's for the brakes. That's the brake balance. And up top is the brake migration. That means we can change how, under pressure, the brake goes from the front to the rear. Like how much it migrates, because that can help to turn in or to cure oversteer, entry oversteer. This can help you actually balance the car out. Then here, that's a special one for the 919 hybrid, the Evo, because the acceleration is so crazy and so quick that we actually had a button for auto upshift, because sometimes you shift up within 2 seconds 4 gears. So you have to go up, 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 up. And so in the beginning it was just to get used to it, we could push this one. But in the end, most drivers, they just shift up by themselves. I did, Timo did, because it's still more fun than having a computer help you shift gears. We still like that. We would prefer this, but yeah. So that was that. Radio, very important in this car. I think you couldn't really run this car without radio, because it's just so much information flowing back and forth with the engineers. Then we have the function settings, and that's again a special 919 Evo thing. That's actually for the torque vectoring. That means we can individually break each caliper of, and for example, let's say we want to stabilize the car more on entry. We brake the car a bit more diagonally, a bit more on the front right and the rear left, so the car just stays more stable. If understeer, we can make sure that the front right, the caliper bites, and it helps you turn the car. It definitely gets difficult driving this car if you have issues with numbers, or I think if you're struggling under dyslexic, also same problem. I think it does get difficult at some stage. Just so much mental capacity you need driving this. OK button, important for all our multi-switches. For example, we have here from A, Alpha, up to L, Lima. So for example, the engineer tells us Eco 53. We go to E, 5, 3, and then push OK. And then we see it turning green, then we know it's in. On this side we got strategy. That's fuel flow. So where do we want to save fuel, where do we not want to save fuel, do we go into a safety car mode for maximum fuel save, and so on, or limp home, important one, that's Strat 11, so we go to 11 here. In case we have an issue with the car, we can just limp home with the front engine, so with the electrical engine, in case we have a rear drive shaft issue or whatever. Then here got the boost. Boost is on the racetrack, so we have different boost strategies. Where do we want to boost? For example, at Spa, do we want to boost more out of La Source, or do we want to boost more out of the last chicane? And in case I get traffic, now that was not for a record lap, but in case we get traffic, we can use the red button, that's boost, to overtake quickly.